Right, what is happening, people? So today I'm going to show you how you can start and make dropshipping work before 2026. Now, there's a lot of things we need to go over. We need to explain what is dropshipping. First of all, we need to show you our process, how we actually make sales, and how everything works, and how you're literally going to make this before 2026. So when I'm filming, it is actually October 30th, the perfect time to get in, right? You have November now, which you can start, and December, which you can start. These months will go crazy because of Q4. I will break this down in the video. What is Q4? So first of all, you need to understand what is dropshipping, right? There's no point in starting something that you don't understand. So before we actually dive into dropshipping, you have to understand what we're doing is we're building e-commerce brands. Now, all an e-commerce brand is just selling products, but online. So we'll have an online shop, we'll sell it on our online shop on our website, and then we'll ship the product out to the customer, right? Simple, like simple e-commerce store, like Apple, for example, like any big e-commerce brand. But instead of having a shop in person, we'll just have it in or online. So what is the difference between drop shipping that you keep hearing? What is drop shipping? Right? Instead, right, normally normal e-commerce brand is when they have a customer, they place an order to their shop, and then the shop will online will just send it directly to the customer. Drop shipping just involves a third party. So when the customer places an order to us, to our shop, we give that order information to our supplier. Now this is all done automatically through Shopify. So the customer gives it to the shop or places the order on the shop, and then the shop, for example, your store, will give that information to the supplier. The supplier, who's normally based out in China, will ship the product from their warehouse directly to the customer. Now, why would you involve a second man? Because this way is like literally 2 or 3 times cheaper, and the shipping times are actually not as bad, right? So normally you would think that shipping times from China is going to be like 40 days. That's not the case, right? You can ship to your home country anywhere in Europe within the space of, I'd say, max 5 to 7 days. Now you can get that to the UK in like 6 days, and then maybe some other times 7, 8 days to Europe, US, Australia, all these other countries is the same. It's like max 8 or 9 days. On the shorter side, like 5 or 6. So it's really not that bad. You may be like 1 or 2 days longer than normal like shipping lines, but it works out a lot better because you have to understand these suppliers are working with all the manufacturers in China. They get the better prices. You don't have to pay for shipments from China to your home country and then ship it out again. You don't have to worry about fulfillment. This is all handled by the supplier. Now again, they connect to your store automatically. So honestly, with drop shipping, you only have to drive your sales. Supplier and stuff like that is covered. They do everything for you. They will ship your product, they'll pack it, they'll give you custom packaging, they'll ship it for cheaper, they'll get it to you, they'll look after the whole supply line. So that's why we use dropshipping. It's a simple way to get started as well. This way you don't need money or a lot of money to get started. Think about it. Imagine before you choose a product, you need to order like €1,000 worth of stock to your actual shop to ship out to your customer. With dropshipping, you can test the product. If it works, the supplier will send out whatever orders you have. If it doesn't work, you can cut it and move on because the supplier will order per, and you'll only pay the supplier whenever you make a sale. So that's the power of dropshipping. That's why we do dropshipping. It makes it easier to ship. We don't have to worry about shipments. We don't have to pack ourselves. It's cheaper. It's good shipping times. And another good reason is you're not going to be wasting or spending loads of money to actually get started with dropshipping. Your startup costs are literally advertising costs, and that's it. Because again, when the customer pays you, you can use that money to pay the supplier, because the supplier doesn't have to order loads of stock in first. They'll literally order the stock in because it takes 1 or 2 days to get there because it's in China. So when the supplier orders 1 unit, for example, supplier will order the 1 unit and order 1 unit and get it to them. So very simple. Your startup costs are literally zero with dropshipping. The only thing you have is advertising costs. Much better starting off when you have tighter budgets, or if you just don't want to lose money at the start, you want to actually test it, validate it, and go from there. So that's why we choose dropshipping. Now, how do we find products and what products are we actually selling? So number one way that we do it is we look on spy tools. We have lots of different, or we use one main spy tool, and that basically pulls all the ads from Meta. So Meta, which is Facebook. We don't sell just random products. A lot of people will come into dropshipping and they will sell random products that they find on like AliExpress, for example. Excuse me. And these products are not validated. They have no actual sales right now. They're just random products that have no want. Like when you sell products that are just randomly chosen, they have no validation points, they're not actually selling by other people right now, and they're just like a random product, no one will buy it. So you have to understand, when you're choosing your products, you need to find products that are just, they're not available in shops. They actually solve a problem, and you can make a good offer and angle around them. And if you fail to do that, and you just sell a generic product, for example, like an iPhone case, people are just not going to buy it because they can just go to a shop and buy it. They can just go to Amazon and get it for like €9. Why would they pay you, who they don't even know, but they know Amazon? You know what I mean? So you have to sell products that are not just available on AliExpress or just generic products, but they solve a problem. You can make good angles with these products. You can dive in and make good ads and understand your customer and solve their problem with your product. These are products that sell. Now, most of them we find in like the beauty niche. Beauty niche is a great one. But jumping in again, how do we actually find them, right? So spy tools, this is what this is. We use different spy tools. Basically, it pulls every single Facebook ad, and we can go ahead and see what is selling right now. And then we will rebrand it, make it better, make better offer, make better ads, and sell it in markets that are not, you know, crazy with loads of competition. And that's how we can get the advantage. As well, we can also scroll on TikTok and as well on Instagram Reels. Sometimes ads and other products will pop up, and we can get inspiration there. So that is how we find that we're not just selling random products that we find on AliExpress. That's very important. We are finding products that are selling right now, products that have good angles, and products that have good offers and a good structure that we can sell, not random products. That's very important. And that leads me into the next one. What do we look for, right? As I was explaining a bit before, we're looking for beauty products. This is, one of the biggest things. Beauty products has worked very well for us because women love to invest in their appearance, right? Their beauty, their skincare, everything like this. So, for example, this is not just a random product. You can't just walk into a shop and buy this collagen mask, right? A collagen mask is not just a normal face mask, but like it can really help your skin. It can, literally help your skin regrow and just feel a lot younger and make it like look a lot younger. So these are products that you could potentially look into, or other people sell, for an example. And they're not just random products. They're not just a random iPhone case that has no value behind it. It actually solves a real problem. It gives you this glass skin kind of look, which is a very kind of trendy thing as well. But it's now turning in, like, these are real brands that are turning into brands selling these kind of products that can exit later down for, million, 10 million. Like, they're doing crazy numbers. They have real value, and they're a real e-commerce brand because they structured, and they went all in with this one product, for example. So these are the products you need to sell, not just random stuff. They solve a problem. They solve the problem of, wrinkles. They can help with skin, get rid of spots, for an example. So people will pay for that. So yeah, moving on to how do we actually sell these products when you do find a product. First thing you have to understand is everything is going to be based on this thing called Shopify. It's a website that we use. Very simple how to use it. Like, this is where you set up your website, you'll fulfill your orders and stuff like that. This is where the supplier will connect, and this is where he'll get the order information. So everything is done on Shopify. So when you build your website, again, there's so many videos on how to build your website. It's quite straightforward, right? Of course, it's going to take some time to get learning, but once you understand, you'll be flying. Now, once you have your website, once you have your product listed up on Shopify, again, Shopify is not a marketplace. As in, when you just list a product up on Shopify, you're not going to get sales, because Shopify is just a hosting platform. They'll host your website. They'll help you build your website. It will help you manage all your orders and stuff like that. But you are not going to get any traffic and any sales with just listing your product up on Shopify. What I mean by listing your product on Shopify is building the website, having it your own website, which is held on Shopify. How you're going to make sales is by running advertisements, because you're a new brand. No one knows who you are. So how you're going to get people to know you is you're going to run ads on Meta and TikTok. Now, how this basically works is we'll find a product. Let's say we choose this product. It costs us €5 to buy and ship, and we'll sell it for €25. Now, this is like possibly a real price, and a real price that we could sell it for. That leaves us after fees and stuff like that. Let's say it's another €2 for fees, for example, and then whatever other costs. That's €7. That leaves us with €18 net profit or gross profit after we make a sale, because we sell it for €25 and our costs are €2 for fees and whatever else, and then €5 for the actual cost of the product. So that's €7 minus 25. It leaves us with €18 for every sale we make. Now, of course, we can't make sales without advertising, right? Otherwise we have no traffic. So let's say we'll run ads on TikTok and Meta, for example. And how we set up is we just set up like a campaign, and we can set a daily budget of, let's just say, €50. So we'll set up a campaign and we'll run on, let's just say, TikTok, for example, right? Keep things simple. We will run a €50. We'll tell TikTok, spend €50 promoting my product. And you make ads for them, make good ads, and then they'll go directly to your website. So you spend €50 a day. Now let's say you get 10 sales from this €50. That means you're paying on average, because you make 10 sales, right? So you make €250. Your average cost per purchase is going to be 10 divided by 50. So it's going to be per sale, you paying TikTok €5 basically. So then you'll come here and then you will minus your €5 from here, and you're left with €13. Now, because you made 10 sales, right, because you ran €50, remember you ran a €50 campaign, you got 10 sales from it. So your average cost per one purchase was €5, and then you made 10 of those sales. So you were left with €13 per sale, and you made 10 of those. So you made €130 in profit today. Now that's just like a quick breakdown. Of course, there's a lot more to it, but this is how dropshipping works. So you'll have your cost of goods, you'll have your fees, you'll have your selling price, and you'll have your advertising spend. And then whatever else is left over, that is what you're keeping. Now, you make 10 of those sales, you're making €130. Now, this, of course, varies. It can go up and down. Your advertising cost is never just one price. It can go up to like €6, €7, €4, so on and so on. Now, €130 in one day. What happens if you did 100 sales, which you can scale up very quickly? You'll do €1,300 in profit. It's really simple like this. This is how dropshipping works. You keep what you make and you scale it up and you go from there. So you're building a real brand. And then from there, it's not just, okay, I made €1,300 in a day. You can brand this brand. Whatever product you're selling, you'll get custom packaging, custom content and stuff like that, or more custom content. And then you can go ahead and build an actual brand. And later down the line, you can even exit this brand. People will pay money for your brand because it's worth something, right? You're making €1,300 a day, for example, or whatever you scale to. But that's just the basics of it. Now, when should you start? You like the idea, dropshipping is good. Now you're thinking, okay, but when should I start? Do I start now? Do I start next week? Do I start in 2026? You start now. The best time to start was last week. Now the best time to start is now. Right now, I'm filming this in October, right? Coming up to Halloween, literally tomorrow. It's going to be a huge selling point. So you can sell with the Halloween angles, right? Halloween sales. Then we're coming into November, which is going to be Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Probably the busiest time for e-commerce, right? You have the end of November, things go crazy in e-commerce. Black Friday is a whole event for e-commerce and dropshipping. And then you also have Christmas, which is obviously Christmas, or everyone wants Christmas presents. They want to buy and just gift these products. So the best time to start, you're watching this video probably in October, November, or December. You have the perfect time to start now. What you need to do is get the right guidance. You need to stop overthinking it. It all starts in the mindset, and just jump on it, right? When I started my dropshipping journey, the people that we also help with dropshipping, if they decided, okay, I'm going to start next month, they're delaying it 1 month. It's as simple as this. There is no perfect time to start. Yes, you may have, no capital, maybe you have zero time, but you'll still be able to fit in 30 minutes a day learning. You need to start now. You need to stop saying there's a perfect time and you'll just start next week, because 9 times out of 10 you delay it and you won't start. And this could be the opportunity where you can break out of whatever you're trying to break out of. Build an actual online business, have an online income, build a brand, and be different from what you were trying to do. Maybe you don't want to be in college, maybe you don't want to have a job, and you want to build something for yourself. And this is the opportunity that I'm trying to teach you guys. You start in October, you have November, December to scale. You start in November, you still have November, December to scale. You start in December, you still have whole of Christmas to sell, and just make this work for yourself. So the main thing you have to do is start now. Stop delaying it. How are you going to start? I'm going to break that down for you now, but it's very important. Stop just saying I'm going to start next week, I'm going to start in 2 weeks, I'm going to wait till this is finished, I'm going to have a lot going on. If you want to make this work, you have to start now. Don't delay it. Pick up a video with loads of resources, 10, 20, 30 minutes a day. It's better than nothing, because in the space of 3 weeks, 30 minutes a day, you'll literally understand how to do everything, rather than just saying, okay, I'll start in 3 weeks when I have enough time. That's just a thing we like to say to put it off. Start now and you will see the results. You will start seeing the progress and you will continue to dive in. Even if you're starting in January, February, it's of course a bit more quieter, but you can still make it work. This is like, you have to start right now. So right now you're in the perfect time. October, November, December, everything will go crazy. There's more opportunity. You'll be able to scale quicker. You'll be able to see more products. People will buy more. So right now you are in the golden time, right? This happens once a year, Q4. This is what Q4 is. October, November, December, right? We have these big events, Halloween, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas. So things are going to go crazy, especially in these last 2 months. So you need to start now, right now, because you'll be able to make it work by the end of the year if you start today. Doesn't matter if you start in November or December or October, as long as you start now, you will see the progress. So coming in, where and how do you start? Myself, I'm teaching this back. I've built a 7-figure e-commerce brand. I started like 4 years ago. I have a lot of experience in dropshipping. We understand what works. I'm trying to teach you this stuff because it is possible. We also have a group called Faith First, which is, of course, where we teach it back. We have guys who are, in normal jobs, full-time jobs, in college as well. We literally had a guy who pushed like 15,000 euro in one day. It's crazy. I'm teaching this back because I know it works. It's a real brand. It can help you, actually start and build an actual brand and be different. And as I was explaining, if you're not happy in a job or you want something different, you want to start an online business, this could be your opportunity. I want to teach it to you. I have literally so many videos on YouTube, starting off like how you can make UGC with AI, and how to check if dropshipping products actually sell, how you can find 7-figure dropshipping products. And then this one right here, we filmed a masterclass with Faith First, which is our group, and it was like an hour and 30. We were there for much longer, but we filmed an hour of 30 breaking down how you can go from 0 to 30K a month with dropshipping. Now it's full of value. It's an hour and a half, but if you can finish that, you're going to understand everything. Now, as well as that, you can come here. This is completely, you can just literally watch it. You're going to get a very good understanding with dropshipping. Please also come and message myself on Instagram. I've literally set up my personal brand to help you guys and start teaching you guys how you can make dropshipping, because the thing that I've seen with myself and all the other guys that we teach that see results in dropshipping, they're no different. We're not special. We don't have, more IQ than you, or we're not special. And the only thing that we've done is stay consistent and just start it. This is what the point I'm trying to make. You can go ahead and make this work for yourself, given you just stay consistent and actually put in the work. Just start. If you don't know where to start, watch these videos or just come and message me. I've literally set up this personal brand to help people start and actually see success in dropshipping. So if you don't know, if you either don't know where to start, you want to take the next step with dropshipping, or if you want more resources and more videos to advance in dropshipping, come and message me here on Oshin Neri at on Instagram. It's going to be in this YouTube video. It's going to be in the link, this one, and then you can just go onto my YouTube channel to see these videos here. Now, please just send me a message saying whatever you want to say. Can I have more resources? Can I take the next step? Can I have a look into Faith First? I don't have a clue where to start. I have this question, whatever it may be, send it to me and I'll get back to you the same day and we'll get you started. Because this is the goal I want to set out, is I want to help you guys make this work. Because again, all you need to do is stay consistent at it and make it work. Not just make it work, but stay consistent at it and give it everything and you'll make it work. This is what I'm trying to teach. I want to be different from everyone else in the space where it's just like, listen, come in and buy a course and we'll make you 10K. No, staying away from that. There's no point. People are actually building real e-commerce brands We have seen crazy results. People are making this work, and it's something that I want to teach and I've always wanted to do, is help you guys actually build and see success for yourself. So any questions at all, like, it's not going to cost you €5 to send me a message. Anything at all, it's completely free. Just send me it over here on Instagram, and then also check out the YouTube. But yeah, hope that was a good quick guide. Again, if you like this video, please like it, because I will make more of it, definitely. So until the next one, guys.